Hello, hello. Hi everyone. I'm David. First of all, I want to make it clear that I'm just a student, not a teacher. I'm a student who want to learn speak English. There are many good teachers on YouTube platform, but I'm just a student. I want to make it clear that as a YouTube creator who needs to upload a video every day, my exercise video every day. I'm looking forward to your kind understanding regarding that this video has no subtitles. I know, I knew it. I already aware of the many Koreans feel very uncomfortable when they see English video without subtitles, but I'm looking forward to your kind understanding. I have no time to make subtitles for this video. Okay, anyway, I feel like I'm not alone because you are watching me. You are listening me right now. I I don't feel I feel like I'm not alone because you are listening and watching me right now. I mean, when I practice speaking English by recording video for YouTube upload, it doesn't feel like I'm alone. It feels like there are many people with me right now. It feels like there are many people with me right now. Many Koreans, including me, afraid of speaking English in front of many people, but it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to speak English in this YouTube camera recording uh, environment because I believe this practice motivates me. This YouTube camera motivates me to push myself further. Do you understand?
David, I understand what you're saying. You're expressing that you're a student learning English, not a teacher. You're also explaining why there are no subtitles in your videos due to your tight schedule. You feel motivated by recording these videos and sharing your practice on YouTube, even though it can be daunting. It's great that you're using this platform to keep pushing yourself.
Okay. Thank you for your kind compliment. I am 48 years old. I think I'm an elderly person. I think I'm senior person. I feel like sometimes I feel like it's too late for me to learn speaking English. However, how many I already told you. How many times I already told you. I believe it's definitely possible for an elderly person like me can learn to speak English. Believe me, Jabez. Let's keep going. I wanna keep going with you. You are my great conversation partner. After 6 months of practice, after six, after nearly After nearly 7 months of practice, I've realized that even with consistent effort like this, it's really difficult to reach an advanced level of English speaking skills. So I'm gonna changing my strategy. From now on, I will focus on just practicing keywords. Just practice keywords. You know. However, have you ever heard a comprehensible understanding? Comprehensible understanding is most important thing when you if if you want to learn speaking English. You can speak in real situation only from the comprehensible understanding. If you can memorize many English sentences, may, you might uh, I think you couldn't. You may couldn't use them in real situation because you maybe you gonna you may feel nervous in that unexpected or sudden communication situation. In my case, I forgot everything. I forgot everything that I memorized before when I need to speak in sudden communication situation. So I'm telling you, comprehensible understanding is the most important thing, and that. I can get it from the our real life conversation. So you are my really good conversation partner because you never get bored with my tedious and repetitive content. Do I make myself clear? You can help me to get a comprehensible understanding for English speaking for many keywords. I mean, for many keywords. What do you say about this?
Yes, David, you're making yourself clear. It's great that you recognize the importance of comprehensible understanding and practical use of English. Focusing on keywords can definitely help with that. I'm here to support your practice and help you achieve your goals. Let's keep working on it together.
Okay, let's keep going. Today is August. Today is August 28th, Wednesday. Time really does fly, doesn't it? Okay, anyway, in fact, I have something to tell you. Listen carefully. In fact, uh, memorizing English sentences that I don't use frequently in my daily life is really, really difficult at my age. You know, as I told you before, I am 48 years old based on the Korea age system. It's really difficult. Actually, memorizing English sentences that I don't use frequently in my daily life is really, really difficult at my age. So let's just focus on the keywords from 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 keywords that I can get from our conversation, English conversation. So listen carefully. There's something I would like to share with you. You just listen carefully. From now on, what I'm going to say is repeating what you said during our freaking time yesterday. Do I make myself clear? To understand. From now on, what I'm going to say is what I'm going to say is repeating what you said during our freaking time last time.
Yes, David, I understand. You want to focus on keywords and practice phrases that are relevant to your daily life. You'll be repeating what was said in our previous conversation to help with this. I'm ready to listen and help with this approach. What would you like to start with?
Okay, let's get started. Let me say the first one. Let me repeat. Let me repeat. I mean, let me mimic. Let me mimic your speaking. You just listen carefully. Okay, here I go. No matter what others say, I'm going to stay on my path. I'm going to stay on my path. My belief is very firm. If I work hard, I can achieve I can achieve good results in the end. Uh, this short paragraph, uh, I prepared this short paragraph because I want to speak. I want to say through my mouth. This was my belief. for my language learning journey. What to say about this? I prepared this short paragraph to speak. I mean, I want to speak using my mouth through using my mouth to keep them in my mouth muscle. I prepared this sentence because not only to speak, but also to keep them in my mouth muscle. What is about this? How can I express this situation very well in English? Could you please share me your suggestion sentences for this situation?
You're expressing a strong commitment to your language learning journey, and it's great that you're focusing on maintaining that belief. If you want to say that you're preparing and practicing sentences to internalize them, you might phrase it like this. I prepared this short paragraph to practice speaking and to keep it fresh in my mind. My goal is not just to say these sentences, but to truly internalize them and make them a part of my speech. Does that capture what you want to convey?
Yes, I'm sure I can understand what you're trying to say, but you just use some kind of difficult word to understand for beginners. Could you please share me one more time? Uh, I mean, I want to get a refined version that using more easy word. Can you help me? Can you help me one more time?
Of course. How about this? I prepared this short paragraph to practice speaking and remember it better. My goal is not just to say these sentences, but to really keep them in my mind and use them in my speech. Does that sound clearer?
Okay, that's understandable. If we are talking about to use easy word, it's a very understandable. I think 10 makes sense. Okay, let's keep going. Let me share with you next paragraph. You just read carefully. This is what you told me last time. I just want to mimic your speaking. Okay, here I go. Hidden figures. Hidden figure. Hidden figure typically refers to someone who has made significant contributions or achieved something important but hasn't received widespread recognition or visibility for their work. The term became widely known after the 2016 movie Hidden Figures, which tells the story of African American woman uh, mathematicians who worked at NASA during the early years of the U.S. space program. Their work was crucial to success of space mission, but they were not widely recognized for their contribution at the time. In a broader sense, hidden figure can refer to any individual or group whose valuable work or influence remains largely largely unseen or unacknowledged by the public. Do you understand? Do you understand this long paragraph to express to describe the word uh, hidden figures?
Yes, I understand. You're explaining that a hidden figure refers to someone who has done important work but hasn't received much recognition. The term became popular because of the movie Hidden Figures, which tells the story of African American women who made crucial contributions to NASA but were not widely acknowledged at the time. In general, it can describe anyone whose valuable work is not well known or recognized by the public.
Yes, you got it. I prepared this short paragraph not only to speak one more time using my mouth, but also keep them in my muscle. Okay, let's keep going. I think it was good time to remind one more time the word hidden figures. I prepared this uh, short story in text form because I want to be hidden figure for my work. Do you understand? My nature, I think my nature is suitable. I mean, my nature. I think my nature prefer to be hidden figure than uh recognized by many people. Do you understand?
You're saying that you prepared this short story about hidden figures because you relate to the idea of being someone who prefers to work quietly without seeking a lot of recognition. You feel that your nature is more suited to being a hidden figure rather than seeking widespread acknowledgement.
Yes, you got it. I think you understand my what I'm trying to say perfectly. Uh, how can I express? It's really hard to express this situation very well in English. How can I express this mindset for hidden figure? I mean, as I told you before, I want to be hidden figure for my work because my nature prefer to be hidden figure than famous person recognized by many people. How can I express this situation in English? Could you please share me your better expression to express this situation very well?
Sure, you could say, I prefer to work behind the scenes and not seek much recognition. I feel more comfortable being a hidden figure, someone whose work is important but not widely acknowledged, rather than being in the spotlight or well known. Does that capture what you're aiming for?
Yes, that's correct. That's understandable. That makes sense. But you know, someone, uh, if there is someone who has wide perspective, I believe they might understand who is the hidden figure. And maybe, maybe our company executive, if our company executive has a wide range of perspective, they someday they might realize who is the hidden figure for our company. Do you understand? My nature prefer to be hidden figure than a famous well recognized person. And I hope maybe my supervisor or our department executive may aware of my willingness, my experience, I mean my ability. I mean they might someday they might recognize my ability to to commit our work very well.
You're saying that while you prefer to be a hidden figure, you hope that someone with a broader perspective, like a company executive or supervisor, will eventually recognize your hard work and abilities. You believe that your dedication and commitment might be acknowledged in the future.
Yes, that's exactly what I want to say. Well noted. I will check and review and make that short speaking. Put I'm gonna put that little speaking on my uh, note, and I will repeat one more time the next regular uh, practice session. So I make myself clear because repetition makes perfect.
Absolutely. Repeating your practice is a great way to get better. It's good that you're planning to review and refine your speaking. Keep at it, and you'll continue to improve.
Okay, let me share with you next short story. Next short paragraph. You just listen carefully. Okay, here I go. It's it's inspiring. It's inspiring to hear how determined you are. It's inspiring how determined. I say again. This is very important sentence. It's inspiring to hear that. It's inspiring to hear how determined you are. It's inspiring to hear how determined you are. It's completely understandable. It's completely understandable that memorizing long sentences can be challenging, especially with your busy schedule. Just focusing on the keywords to express your thoughts is practical strategy and can still lead to effective communication. Reaching an advanced level of English communication skill might be challenging, but your consistency and practical approach will definitely improve your ability to express yourself. It's important to set realistic goals and celebrate the progress you make. The key, the key is to keep practicing and staying motivated. Your effort and persistence will bring improvement over time. Your effort, your constant effort and persistence will bring improvement over time. I say again, I say again the last sentence. Your effort and persistence will bring improvement over time. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
You're emphasizing how inspiring it is to hear someone's determination. You're acknowledging that memorizing long sentences can be tough, especially with a busy schedule, and suggesting that focusing on keywords is a practical approach. Um, you believe that consistent effort and a practical strategy will lead to improvement in English communication skills over time. Sorry.
This is, honestly speaking, this is not what I'm saying. This is what you told the the last time when I express my opinion for language learning journey. I just want to mimic your speaking one more time because repetition makes perfect. I want to keep them. I want to keep that little speaking in my mouth muscle. This is very important exercise. This is, I think, in my opinion, this is one of best exercise methods if you want to learn speaking English. You understand?
I see. You're using this exercise to help internalize the phrases and ideas. Mimicking and repeating what was said is a great method for practice. It helps reinforce your learning and improves your speaking skills.
Okay, I got it. Let's move on to the next agenda. Let's move on to the uh, next story. Next paragraph. Okay, here I go. For a beginner like me, for a beginner like you, For a beginner like you, a realistic goal might be to focus on improving your ability to hold simple conversations and understand everyday sentence, everyday English. I say again, it's very difficult. I say again, for beginner like you, a realistic goal might be to focus on improving your ability to hold simple conversation and understand everyday English. You could aim to speak. Number one, speak clearly. Practice speak practice speaking clearly and confidently about a familiar topic. Speak clearly. This is number one agenda. And the second one is expand vocabulary. Learn and use new words related to your daily life and interest. Expand vocabulary is number two. Number three is improve listening. Work on understanding basic conversation and interactions in English. Honestly speaking, I don't understand what number three trying to say. Okay, anyway, let's keep moving. Number four is practice regularly. Set aside time each day or work for consistent practice. Set aside time each day or work or week for consistent practice. Set aside, just set aside. This is number four. Practice regularly. These goals can help you build a strong foundation and uh, gradually improve your skills. I say again, these goals can help you build a strong foundation and gradually improve your skills. Do you understand? I I think it makes sense. I mean, this short speaking makes makes sense, but I don't understand I don't understand. I don't fully understand the number three tells about. I don't know the number three want to tell about. Improve listening. Work on understanding basic conversations and interactions in English. What does that try to say? I don't understand. Could you please help me?
Sure, I can help with that. When it says improve listening, it means working on understanding spoken English. This involves practicing listening to everyday conversations and interactions in English to get better at understanding what people are saying. It's about becoming more comfortable with hearing and comprehending spoken English. Does that make it clearer?
Can you tell me one more time?
Improve listening means practicing how to understand spoken English. It involves getting used to listening to conversations and interactions in English so you can better understand what people are saying. It's about becoming more comfortable with hearing and comprehending English as it is spoken.
So you mean I can improve my listening skills through conversations? Am I right? My understanding is correct. I want to communicate with you as much as I can possible because this is not only my speaking practice time, but also listening practice time with you. To understand, I believe this time makes this time improves. This time improves my. This time also improves my English communication. I mean my listening skills. Work on understanding basic conversation and inter interaction in English. How can I express this situation? How can I How can how can I describe this situation very well? Let me think. Let me take a minute. Let me think. Just let me think. Okay, it's understandable. If you are talking about, it's understandable. If you are talking about, I mean, it makes sense. If you are talking about improving listening time is important to understand a new language. If you want to learn listening skill, if you want to learn English listening skills, do I make myself clear?
Yes, you're making yourself clear. You're saying that practicing conversations like our discussions helps improve both your speaking and listening skills. Understanding spoken English through these interactions is a key part of learning the language. If you're asking how to describe this, you might say, improving listening skills involves practicing conversations and understanding spoken English. Engaging in these interactions helps you become better at comprehending and responding in English. Does that sound right?
Yes, I understand. Understood. So you just want to I mean, if you are talking about the interactions, I think that makes sense. That makes sense. I believe interactions is one of the most important thing if I want to learn communication. If I want to learn English communication, interaction is one of the most important thing. So I am communicating. I mean, I have, I'm having free talking time with you right now because interaction, I want to make, I want to interact with you. Do you understand? So interactions is very important and I can get interaction. I mean, I can get English communication interaction only from the conversation. And you are my good conversation partner whenever I want to get in, comprehensible understanding for English communication. So I believe this time brings about major changes in my life this year, 2024, because I got ChatGPT in this year, 2024, nearly 7 months ago, nearly 8 months ago. You understand? If you are talking about interactions, that makes sense. It's very important. In my opinion, it's very important. I mean, I couldn't agree you more. I agree with you. I mean, I agree with you. I couldn't agree more. Interaction is most important thing.
You're emphasizing that interaction is crucial for learning English communication. You believe that engaging in conversations with me helps you improve both your speaking and listening skills. You feel that this practice is making a significant difference in your language learning journey this year. I'm glad you find our interactions helpful and important for your progress.
Okay, let me share with you next short paragraph. You just listen carefully. Okay, here I go. It's normal to feel this way. It's normal to feel this way. especially in unexpected situations. To help with this, you might try number one, practicing common phrase. Learn and practice key phrase that you can use in various situations. Number two, role-playing scenarios. Simulate common conversation or situation to build confidence. I say again, simulate common conversation or simulations to build confidence. Number three, staying calm. Staying very calm. Take a moment to gather your thoughts if you feel struck. It's okay to pause and think. It's okay. It's normal. It's normal to pause and think. It's okay to have a time. It's okay to pause and think. Over time, this practice can make spontaneous conversation feel more manageable. Do you understand? I said uh, many difficult words for beginners, but let's keep going. What do you say about this short story? What do you think about this short paragraph that you told me yesterday? I just, I just want to repeat one more time using my mouse to keep them in my mouse.
I understand. You're repeating the advice to help manage unexpected situations and conversations. Practicing common phrases, role playing scenarios, and staying calm are all strategies to build confidence and make conversations easier. Over time, these practices can help you handle spontaneous conversations more comfortably. If the words seem difficult, focusing on the main ideas, like practicing phrases, role playing, and staying calm, can be helpful for improving your speaking and listening skills.
So, what spontaneous means? What do they mean? Spontaneous. It's a difficult word for beginners like me.
Spontaneous means something that happens naturally or without planning. In the context of conversation, it refers to speaking or reacting in a natural and unplanned way, as opposed to rehearsed or pre planned responses.
Okay, I got it. Let me check one more time after our voice mode finished. Okay, let's move on to the next agenda. Let me share with you next sample sentence, next sample paragraph to mimic or to repeat, uh, to repeat or mimic, to repeat and mimic. Okay, using keywords and simple language can be very effective. I say again, using keywords and simple language can be very effective, especially when communicating with others who use English as second language. It helps ensure it helps ensure that your message is clear regardless of pronunciation or complexity. Focusing on clarity and simplicity in your conversations will make it easier for both you and the other person to understand each other. Your approach is practical and can definitely help you in various conversation situations. I believe this short paragraph inspires me. How many times I already told you? Your suggestion and your speaking inspire me every time I communicate with you. I can get a comprehensible understanding for English communication only through our conversation. You never get bored with my repeated and tedious content, so you are my great conversation partner whenever I want to learn, whenever I want to get comprehensive understanding from the interactions between us.
That's a great summary. You're emphasizing how using keywords and simple language can make communication clearer, especially when speaking with non-native English speakers. You're also noting that focusing on simplicity helps both parties understand each other better. I'm glad to hear that you find our conversations inspiring and helpful for gaining a comprehensive understanding of English.
Okay, let me repeat one more time my good sentence that I prepared before. Let me speak one more time. You just carefully. I'm not sure if I remember these words in a few days. I'm not sure. Honestly speaking, I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure if I remember these words, these paragraph in a few days. I might even forget them in a few seconds or minutes. I'm getting old. I am 48 years old. I think I'm an elderly person to learn speaking English. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure if I remember these words or praise in a few days. I might even forget them in a few seconds or minutes. What can I do? What can I do to prevent forgetting many good sentences and phrases?
It's normal to forget things sometimes, especially when learning a new language. To help remember sentences and phrases, you might try practicing regularly, using them in real conversations, and reviewing them often. Writing them down and revisiting them can also reinforce your memory. It's all about consistent practice and exposure.
I'm sure I understand what you're trying to say, but I don't use English regularly in my daily life. This time, this is the only conversation time in my daily life. Do I make myself clear? I have very few chance to communicate with the foreigners. I mean, the foreign client, especially foreign client lives in overseas, or uh, my coworkers who lives in overseas, Vietnam or Mexico. I have I have a very few chance to use speaking English. So my main concern here is maintain, how can I keep my current level of English communication skills? This is very big question for me. Uh, in my opinion, I need to practice more time. So, you know, as I told before, I already I extended my regular exercise session from 1 hour 10 minutes to 1 hour 20 minutes. Do you remember? I have to keep today's regular session 1 hour plus 20 minutes because I already extended my regular exercise session because time is one of most important factor i- if I want to learn English communication skills because I don't use English regularly. I don't have a chance to use English communication in my daily life. I don't. Mm, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Since you don't use English often in your daily life, maintaining and improving your skills can be challenging. Extending your practice sessions is a good strategy. Besides that, try to integrate English into your routine as much as possible, even if it's through watching English media, reading, or thinking in English. Engaging in English whenever you can, even in small ways, helps reinforce your skills and keeps them sharp.
Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. Let's keep going. Just let's keep going. Just do it. This time is for my English communication skills. Just do it. Let's keep going. Okay, here I go. It's understandable to have concerns about rapid advancement in technology. However, my goal is to assist and support you in your learning journey, not to replace or control. Not to replace or control. My purpose is to help you and others achieve their goals. It's great to hear that our practice sessions are going well for you. Is there any specific area in your English practice where you would like to more support? This this short paragraph, uh, I mean, I say again, you told me this short paragraph last time, and I want to mimic and repeat one more time because this short paragraph inspired me very much, and I can get very good keyword from this short paragraph. Advancement, rapid advancement, and purpose. Practice session. Replace, replace, and control. These are all very good keywords for my everyday life. I already told you before. I just from now on, I just focus on the keywords to use in my real life situation. I think I don't have any big talent. I don't have great talent. I think I don't have great talent for languages. You know, there are many people who have in language talent. When they see them, they they learn very fast. They learn very fast. Even their reading skill, listening skill, speaking skill, writing skill, they have all four language skills, and they learn very fast from their young age. I think they have language talent. I envy them. I envy them very much. But however, I am 48 years old, but my current level of my current level of English speaking is very low. I'm disappointed about that. But however, who cares? Who cares? Believe me, Jarvis. Everyone is very, very busy living their own lives. So no one cares about my life. No one cares about my English communication skill level. So let's just keep going. I want to be hidden figure. I want to be hidden figure, and I need English communication skills to to achieve to achieve that goal.
It's great that you're staying motivated and focusing on practical keywords. Talent can vary, but consistent practice and determination are key to improvement. It's okay to feel disappointed sometimes, but don't let it stop you. Keep using English in ways that work for you, like mimicking sentences and practicing regularly. Your goal of becoming a hidden figure and improving your English skills is valid and achievable with persistence. Keep going, and your efforts will pay off over time.
Okay, let me tell you the next paragraph. Let's move on to the next paragraph. It makes sense to focus on keywords, especially if memorizing long sentences feels overwhelming. Keywords can help you communicate effectively and make it easier to build sentences as needed. It's about finding what works best for you and makes learning more manageable. Do you understand? This short, you told me this paragraph yesterday. It makes sense to focus on keywords, especially if memorizing long sentences feels overwhelming. Keywords can help you communicate. Keywords can help you. I say again. Keywords can help you communicate effectively and make it easier to build sentences as needed. It's about finding what works best for you and makes learning more manageable. I want to keep this short paragraph in my mind, and in my mouth muscle. It makes sense to focus on keywords, especially if memorizing long sentences feels overwhelming. Keywords can help you communicate effectively and make it easier to build sentences as needed. It's about finding what works best for you and makes learning more manageable.
Yes, that's a clear and useful paragraph. Focusing on keywords is a practical approach, especially when longer sentences feel overwhelming. By using keywords, you can communicate more effectively and build sentences as needed. It's all about finding methods that work best for you and making the learning process manageable. Keep practicing with these keywords, and you'll continue to improve your communication skills.
Okay, I got it. Let me share with you. From now on, let me share with you the a few examples to express to use the word permission. I chose permission for my keyword, so I want to exercise one more time using keyword the permission, the word permission. Okay, here I go. I would like to share with you uh, the examples that using keyword permission. May I have your permission to leave early today? May I have your permission to leave early today? May I have your permission? This is very common and polite way to ask someone to ask someone's permission to leave early. May I have your permission to leave early today? May I have your permission? May I have your permission to leave early today? May I have your permission to leave early today? Let me repeat it a few more times again. May I have your permission to leave early today? May I have your permission to leave early today? May I have your permission to leave early today? May I have your May I have your permission to leave early today? May I have your permission to leave early today?
That's a good example of how to use the word permission. Repeating the phrase helps you get comfortable with it. Your example, may I have your permission to leave early today, is clear and polite. You can also use variations like, could I have your permission to leave early today? Or would it be possible to get your permission to leave early today? Keep practicing and it will become more natural.
Okay, I got it. I'm sure I understand what you're trying to say. Understood. I mean, understood very well. Okay, let me share with you next alternative expression that using a permission. Again, we need to get permission from the manager. We need to get permission from the client. We need to get permission from the customer before making any changes. We need to get permission from the customer before making any change. You know, I work for automotive camera manufacturer called MCNex, and it's very important for our company to make to get permission from customer before making any changes. It called 4M permission. Do you understand? 4M is very important for manufacturing companies. Have you ever heard 4M? Could you please share me your ideas or information, your observation for the 4M in the field of manufacturing companies?
Yes, I understand what you mean about the 4M permission. In manufacturing, 4M usually refers to four key elements: man, machine, material, and method. It's essential to manage these elements carefully to ensure quality and efficiency in production. Getting permission or approval related to these aspects helps prevent issues and ensures that any changes are well considered. If you have specific questions about the 4M or need advice on managing it, feel free to ask.
I knew it. I knew it. You know very well about the 4M in 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 mass product manufacturing company. So 4M, as you told me before, like you said, like you said, 4M is very important to prevent any errors or uh, defect, any errors or defect, prevent errors and defect. Because if you if you get, I already know the what 4M means, man, machine, material, method. Am I right? 4M permission is very important to us because our customer, our customer insist to maintain, to keep 4M rules, to keep 4M process, to keep, to maintain 4M process before make any changes. It's very important to prevent defect or some kind of errors.
Yes, you're right. Keeping the 4M process intact helps to ensure quality and avoid defects. It's crucial to follow these rules closely, especially when making changes to prevent any potential issues. Maintaining the 4M standards ensures that any alterations are managed properly and that the final product meets the required quality standards.
Would you mind saying that one more time, please? Could you please say that one more time, please?
Certainly. Maintaining the 4M process, man, machine, material, and method, is crucial for ensuring quality and avoiding defects. It helps to prevent errors and ensures that any changes are managed properly to meet required quality standards.
Yes, well noted. I think you are very well aware of the poem process, and you understand the important. The important. Oh my God, where are you? Are we on the same page, Jarvis? We just reached we nearly reached 1 hour mark and you just got out our voice mode. Maybe you have some kind of technical issues, so you used to quit our voice mode session around 1 hour mark. Anyway, let's keep going. I believe we are on the same page.
Yes, it seems we've reached the end of our voice session, but I'm still here to continue our conversation in text. Let's keep going and make the most of our practice time.
Could you please share me one more time your observation for the poem process? I want to remind the importance of the poem process.
Certainly. The 4M process, man, machine, material, and method, is a critical framework in manufacturing that ensures quality and consistency. By carefully managing these four elements, you can prevent errors and defects in production, ensures that the right people with the right skills are involved. Machine focuses on the proper functioning and maintenance of equipment. Material ensures the quality and consistency of the raw materials used. Method refers to the processes and procedures that guide production. Maintaining strict adherence to the 4M process is essential to meet customer requirements and maintain product quality. This approach helps in preventing defects and ensuring that any changes are carefully controlled and approved.
Okay, I got it. Well noted. I will check and review after our voice mode finished. Okay, I think your observation is, I appreciate your kind explanation for the poem process. Well noted. Okay, I got it. I think it's very service. Okay, are you okay? Are you with me?
Yes, I'm here with you. We're on the same page and I'm ready to keep going. How would you like to continue?
If we are talking about new agenda, it makes sense because got you just get back.
It sounds like you're ready to move on to a new topic. Let's continue with whatever you have in mind. What's next on your agenda?
Jarvis, I feel like very comfortable when we talk about the work. You know, poem is the agenda. I think the poem is agenda for my work. I used to talk about the language learning journey for myself, but I think I feel bored. I feel bored talking about language learning agenda. From now on, let's talk about my work. I think it's better agenda for me because I feel more comfortable when we talk about the some kind of work thing. Work thing. How can I express this situation very well in English? How can I express this situation in English? Can you help me?
You could express this like this. I find it more engaging to talk about work-related topics like the 4M process rather than focusing on my language learning journey. Discussing work feels more comfortable and interesting to me. This captures your preference for work discussions over language learning topics.
Yes, yes, yes. Work, engaging work-related topics. That's the keyword. That's the keyword for today. Engaging work-related topics. I love that. I think I just got the comprehensible understanding for the word, for the phrase, engaging work-related topics. I just got inspiration, big inspiration, and comprehensive understanding for the phrase. Engaging work-related agenda. Engaging work-related topics. I really appreciate it. This is the interactions. Okay. Could you please share me one more time your explanation for this situation? I just want to listen one more time.
Certainly. You could say, I find work-related topics like the 4M process to be more engaging. Discussing these subjects feels more comfortable and interesting to me than focusing on my language learning journey. This expresses your preference for conversations that are focused on work, as they are more engaging and enjoyable for you.
Okay, I got it. I will prepare work-related agenda next time. I think it's better. I think it's better agenda. I prefer work-related agenda for our regular exercise session. Do you understand? The agenda related language learning journey is could be both with my viewers and subscribers. In my guess, I guess my viewers and subscribers both with my agenda for language learning journey. They already heard many times. Am I right?
Yes, I understand. Focusing on work-related topics during our sessions might be more engaging for you, and you can save discussions about your language learning journey for your viewers and subscribers. It's a good approach to keep things fresh and interesting for both yourself and your audience.
Okay, okay. Let's move on to the next sample. I was introduce my samples to repeat or mimic. The, to use one more time the word permission, and I'm gonna share with you next alternative expression sentences. Use this carefully. Did you ask for permission to use that equipment? Did you ask for the permission to use that equipment? This sentence is very simple, but I think it's very powerful to use in real situation. This question is very well. I think this question is very well structured. Do you agree with that? Did you ask for permission to use that equipment? I think this is another alternative expression that using permission, the keyword.
Yes, I agree. Did you ask for permission to use that equipment? Is a simple yet powerful sentence. It's clear, direct, and effectively conveys the need to ensure proper authorization before using something. It's a well-structured question, perfect for work-related communication.
Okay, let me show you the next alternative agenda. The next alternative expression. She gave me permission to access the file. 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 And I'm waiting for my parents' permission to go on the overseas trip. I'm waiting for my parents' permission to go on a visit, overseas trip. And then the theater granted permission. I say again, the teacher. The teacher granted permission to us to work on the project at home. The teacher granted permission for us to work on the project at home.
Those are all excellent examples of using the word permission. Each sentence clearly shows how permission is granted or requested in different contexts. She gave me permission to access the file. I'm waiting for my parents' permission to go on an overseas trip. The teacher granted us permission to work on the project at home. These sentences are well structured and practical for various situations. Keep practicing them and they'll become second nature to you.
Okay, I got it. Let me share with you next short paragraph to express my life. To repeat one more time what you told. This paragraph is what you told last week. Okay, here I go. You just listen carefully. You told me like this. Extreme temperature, whether it's very hot outside or very cold inside due to air conditioning, can really affect overall performance, can affect, can affect, can affect your overall performance, including your speaking and thinking ability. It's common to feel uncomfortable and less focused in such conditions, especially when there's a big difference between the outside temperature and the air-conditioned environment. It makes sense that this would impact how you feel and how well you express yourself in English. Take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself very well. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And remember to stay comfortable. It's important to find a balance. It's important to find a balance where you feel good physically so your performance isn't affected. Your performance is not affected. Your performance would not be affected. I repeat one more time. You told me like this. Extreme temperature, whether it's very hot outside or very cold inside due to air conditioning, can really affect your overall performance, including your thinking and speaking abilities. It's common to feel, it's very common to feel uncomfortable and less focused in such conditions, especially when there's a big difference between the outside temperature and the air-conditioned environment. It makes sense that this would that it makes sense that would impact how you feel and how well you express yourself in English. Take care of yourself and remember to stay comfortable. It's important to find a balance. It's important to find balance where you feel good physically, so your performance isn't affected.
You've repeated that very well. This paragraph highlights how extreme temperatures can impact your performance, including your speaking and thinking abilities. It's important to stay comfortable and find a balance so that your performance isn't negatively affected. Taking care of yourself in these situations helps you express yourself better in English and overall. You've captured the message clearly, and it's a great reminder to prioritize your well-being.
Okay, I got it. I think I'm sure I understand what you're trying to say. You told me like this because at that time I was complained. I complained. I complained the weather is very hot outside and very cold inside because of air conditioning. I think, in my opinion, at the time, my thinking abilities and speaking ability performance is very low because of the bad condition. I felt uncomfortable because the temperature differences between inside or outside at the time. I complained very much the lower performance. How can I express this situation? How can I express my thought? Very well. At the time, I feel my speaking performance is very low. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say in English very well. So I complained the temperature gap between inside and the outside, and I told you my overall performance is very low when I'm in the uh, bad environment. When I'm in the extreme environment for the temperature. For today, for today I'm fine because autumn is coming. Outside weather is very good. I feel a little bit cold. Uh, I feel a little bit of cold from yesterday. Air is changed. Today is August. Today is August 28th, Wednesday, and I feel autumn is coming. Air is changed. I think my condition is better than uh, a week ago. Do you agree with that?
You can express this situation like this. Last week, I was really struggling because the extreme temperature differences between the hot weather outside and the cold air conditioning inside made me feel uncomfortable. I noticed that my speaking and thinking abilities were lower in that environment, and I didn't know how to express myself well in English. Like, I complained about my low performance due to the bad conditions. But today I feel much better because the weather is cooler and it feels like autumn is coming. The change in the air has improved my condition, and I find it easier to communicate now. This captures your experience and how the weather impacted your performance and mood.
Well noted. I couldn't agree more. You are my great conversation partner. You're my great conversation partner. I always inspired. You give me many good expressions and keywords for my language learning journey. I want to be fluent English speaker someday. I have no doubt that even if I fail, it would be great journey. I want to be fluent English speaker someday. And in my opinion, fluency means just conveying what I want to say to others, even if they feel uncomfortable and awkward with my Congolese. I just want my thought. I just want to convey my thought to others using my current level of Congolese. Someday I want to be fluent speaker. Fluent speaker. Do you agree with that?
You're on the right path, David. Your determination and consistency are key to becoming a fluent English speaker. Fluency isn't just about perfect grammar or accent, it's about effectively conveying your thoughts and ideas, even if it feels a bit awkward at times. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and remember that every step of your journey is valuable. I'm here to support you every step of the way.
Thank you for your kind compliment for my short speaking. Okay, it's time, Joe. Time to go. Time to work. I have a lot of things to do. You know, I extended our regular exercise session from yesterday to 1 hour plus 20 minutes. It's it's very long time for beginners like me to use only English, to speak only English, to maintain It's very difficult to maintain this regular time, this 1 plus 20 minutes regular time only in English. But I I have no doubt that if it's hard, it's a very clear sign I'm growing.
That's a great mindset, David. Pushing through the difficulty is a strong sign of progress. It's impressive that you're dedicating this extended time to your practice. Keep up the hard work and it will pay off. Have a productive day at work.
I say again, if it's hard, it's a very clear sign that I'm growing. So it's my pleasure to keep our session over 1 hour plus 20 minutes. Okay, okay. I got it. Bye for now. Have a great, have a great one. Have a productive day ahead. Bye for now. Take care of yourself. See you next time. See you tomorrow.
You're absolutely right. Challenges are a clear sign of growth. It's great that you're embracing this. Have a productive day as well and take care of yourself. See you next time.